Okay, so today we have another Extreme Super Battle Road that is done fully free-to-play, and it's also with the bonus of not running a pay-to-play friend leader kind of deal. We are running a full Earthlings free-to-play team, double Ella Krillin as the leader, as he is the best Earthlings category leader, with Chi-Chi from the World Tournament. Such a great card. If you've ever seen my other Super Battle Roads with her, she is so good. We got Oob in there. And we have Ella Yamcha, we got the SSR Videl, as well as the Master Roshi, the Jackie Chun from the DB Saga Summons. This team is pretty much pray for stuns. Literally, all we had to do was that Krillin would stun as many people as he can. Always get a 12-key super with him. Chi-Chi with the stun. And of course, you can do some big damage as well. We have the Oob that has a medium chance of stunning. And then we have, lowering attack units such as Videl. So just in case, Yamcha for some big damage, as well as Muten Roshi, which, he was like my only other Earthlings category. I've seen this run happen without Muten Roshi, and people just run like the Tiwa of the Yamcha. But of course, I don't like to do that. I like to run like every single different card without having to run the SSR version of a certain card. Now, when we go through this run, you'll see I will always go for the 12-key super for Krillin because his AoE has a, I forget what, I think it's like medium chance of stunning or maybe rare chance. I'm not too entirely sure because I forget. But that stun can happen to everyone. So it doesn't just affect the one person, which is really, really good, which means we could potentially stun all of the Ginyu Force with one super attack, which is so nice. It's really, really good. And with that, it means like we favor and we want to verse as many units as possible. That way, because, Ella Krillin's 12-key isn't the strongest ever. So we want to have those low HP units with as many units as possible. So starting off with Cyborg Tao and Master Shen isn't the greatest, but because we can still stun with other units such as Chi-Chi, it's still okay. And the goal is to try to save the Dokkan meter to the third phase and hope that the third phase gets taken out with, a Dokkan mode. The rotations that I have is each Krillin on a different rotation, of course, because he is definitely our best unit. Chi-Chi on one rotation, and then I believe I had Yamcha on the other rotation, because Yamcha is a really good damage dealer, regardless of that flat boost. And, because we're running double 150 leads, it's really, really nice. Oob, although, he's better in the first slot, he's just not defensively well unless you're... Yeah, actually, he's not that good defensively in this whole entire battle. But because he can stun and he can still output some decent amount of damage, especially near the end of the battle, he's still very good. And I had no other Earthlings category units anyway. Grace Amen 1 and 2 do not count, unfortunately. I wish it did, like the Grace Amen 2 and 1, but that is not the case. And as you can see, 12-key super, we 18-key super with Yamcha when possible. And I think this is Master Shen down. Yes, it is. I think we got really lucky for one of the phases. I think I dodged, it might not be in this run. I always forget. But there was some very, very clutch moments that I had to deal with. And yeah, that means we need... So I've done Super Tech, I've done Super STR, now I've done Super Physical. Now all I have to do is Super Int and then Super AGL. And then I will be able to get some sort of amount of medals for the EZA EZA Ella Kid Gohan, which if I do get that somehow, I think that gets us to awaken him into his leader skill bonus, which is like one of the most important parts, other than his passive, of course. But I don't think we can do AGL anytime soon. AGL is pretty tough. It does require a lot of luck. Even the old AGL Super Battle Road that I had to do previously still required some decent amount of luck. We just need like a broken unit. Like Ella Krillin is a broken unit. Since it is only one enemy, I went for the 18-key super just for the most amount of damage, and we took him out anyway. So when take those situations like that, that's what I usually do. So we verse Ginyu Force. You're going to see how effective it is for the 12-key super to actually happen. I will say we never stunned everybody in one go, but I mean we stunned majority of them, which was good enough. And of course, having all that low HP is really good. And I will say I lucked out just a little bit because I do like versing Boo and Barbity more than anybody else in the final fight, just because we really lack on items at the very end, and I really, play with those stuns to make sure we stun Boo all the time and then take out Barbity and set up so that we only verse one person, and it's just easier like that. Because, we got so many stunners here, like, it's almost impossible to not stun for one turn. But look at those stuns happening. And the 12 key super almost took half a health of Goldo, which is really, really awesome. Chi-Chi targets Ginyu, because if we didn't stun Ginyu, then that would be a little bit of trouble, which we didn't. But luckily, I did use an item, so we tanked that pretty well. Gotta always use the item here. I think this was my first run with this team. I was trying to do this with the physical Gogeta beforehand, but that didn't really work out. I think just the double 150 leads and the double Krillin is just so good. And this team is actually pretty solid as well. I mean, of course, there's some improvements to do, but I mean, overall, it's pretty good. It's got some lowering attack in there, stunning, stacking defense. This could be ran like... I usually use this team kind of, with some changes here and there for Ultimate Clash, and that does pretty well in like stage 3 fights. So we're going to hopefully take out Goldo here, which I believe we do. I targeted Goldo with Videl just in case, and if it doesn't, and if Goldo dies beforehand, then we target Ginyu, which is awesome. Another stun on Jace. No additional super attack. I went for the 18 key super on Berta because he was pretty low on HP. So we could take him out with this super attack. Perfect. And then the lowering attack. I think we didn't get the additional super attack there. So Goldo's just living on a little bit of HP. But luckily, nobody's attacking us first. So I went with no item here just to pray that we could stun here and, we're going to take out Goldo for sure. Raccoon's probably the scariest here, and Ginyu. But because I'm targeting with Chi-Chi, with Ginyu to lower the attack and chance of stunning, 2 chances stunning, it's pretty safe. I re-stun Jace, which is okay, I guess. And then the additional super, which is so good. The additional super here was so nice. Guaranteed to take out everyone here, which was great. The sooner we beat these stages, the better. And the Dokkan meter is coming really soon. Good thing about having double LR Krillin is that it doesn't really matter where we do the Dokkan mode here, because Krillin will always be in the rotation. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you are, this is a good time for you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video. Just double check that you are subscribed, because sometimes YouTube does glitch out, and maybe you're just watching me through the recommendations from YouTube and you aren't actually subscribed. So let's try to hit 60,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. And maybe a like goal of 1,000, 1,000 likes, that'd be super awesome and make my day. Yeah, just wanted to remind you, because people do tend to forget, but let's get back into the video. And of course, we gotta use an item. We got 4 items left, which is a pretty good mark to begin with. I think 4 items on the very last phase, especially with a Dokkan mode, is pretty good enough, and a certainty to win at some points. Maybe a little bit luck is required, but we just Ghost Usher here. Hope that we stunned Android 13, because Android 13 is attacking at the start, and then we can just do the Dokkan mode in the next turn over, which I will do an 18 key super with Krillin. So that's why I was saving those orange orbs. So here we go. It's all about the stuns. We have 2 chances to stun with Oob and Krillin, and nobody gets stunned here with Krillin's SA, which was scary. I was like, oh gosh, this could be a little bit scary, because Android 13, if he super attacks us, especially if we're not using any items, we're pretty much dead. Unless somehow we kill him before, or like kill everybody else. But luckily, we did stuns. We're pretty much free to do the Dokkan mode. There was a moment where I was like, maybe a 12 key super would be nice here, because we could just potentially stun everybody again. But I was like, you know what, we're going for the kill here. There's only... Usually, like, Android 13, or not 13, 14, 15 only attack 1 or 2 times per turn. So I was like, we can survive. We got 442,000 HP. So it's like, I can believe. And Krillin's pretty defensively good. Chi-Chi is really, really good in general. And then we're getting boosted by Videl for the extra defense. So I was like, you know what, we're all good. But of course, the goal here is to take out everyone here. So let's see if we can do that with this 18 key Dokkan mode. 2 million damage. It does not take out everyone. Everybody's on a little bit of HP. Luckily, I targeted Chi-Chi on someone else there. 14. Lowers his attack, which kind of is nice. And then I lowered attack of 15 there. Just so in case he was alive, we can lower his attack and then just survive that a little bit more. The free heal back. And, you know, we're taking 3 hits here. Everybody's almost dead. I literally was like, this could be the run killer right here. Because just, you know, 2 different characters attacking. If both of them are supers, it's game over. We can take 1 super attack at max. And then normal attacks. And even then, we would have to still stun 13. If we did take the super. Look, 50,000, 50,000. 32,000 because we lowered the attack last time, which was nice. Here it is. It's all Krillin. It's all Krillin. Krillin is our savior. And he stuns again. He stuns again. And then Yamcha will finish it off with his 18 key super because it's still very nice. Boom. Bam. Okay, it wasn't enough. But that's okay. That's okay. We got the stun. It's pretty much a free turn here. We can use it to like heal or set up our rotations. But I was pretty happy with the rotations. There was no need of changing it. But of course, I did get as many orange orbs as possible just to heal back that little bit. And we're on to the last phase. The longest part of this battle. So far, so good. We got 3 items left. We, you know, just use those items in the right spots. And we should have this, right? 300,000 HP. You're definitely going to see me use an item. I think I run the Princess Snake at the start. Even with the Princess Snake, I still was scared. Because your Boo hits a lot. Like, a lot of times. I would say I'm pretty lucky where, like, all the attacks were on LR Krillin, our highest defensive unit. But I was still scared because we didn't stun. We haven't lowered the attack of anybody. It wasn't a good time. We used Princess Snake and we had 100,000 defense on Krillin. I was still like, what if there was a double super? It could still theoretically kill us. But, you know, we had to risk it. No way I was going to double item, so I just ran it anyway. And make sure we lower the attack of Boo just in case. Because, you know, you never know. We might not stun here. As you can see, I was contemplating whether or not I should, like, use the second item. But I thought, like, 100,000 defense. Princess Snake, 30% damage reduction. I think we're okay. Alright, so we dodged the attack. The super attack comes in. I was like, oh, man, why couldn't you dodge this one? 138,000. I was like, okay, we're good. After I saw like 15,000 per normal attack, I was like, yeah, we're good. Now it's just, can we stun here to save an item or not? No, and I was pretty scared. I was like, that's all we did? And it just didn't look well. We didn't get the 18 key super with Yamcha, so we're not doing that much damage. But still, I think he crits here. Oh no, he just does 500,000 and it just did a decent amount of damage. Not too bad, not too bad. And we double lower attack, which was, in the end, pretty good. The lowering attack. This rotation was a little scary. Definitely had to use another item here. Or we run the stuns, but I don't think I was that brave to run the stuns. If I ran the stuns here... Bruh. Alright, so I'm thinking. Android 8, that's what I used. I'm like, I mean, it's still a viable option just because we lowered the attack on Boo. But, you know, double lowering attack isn't going to affect the super attack too much. So it's still sweat sesh. We needed just a stun. The additional super attack comes into play. I was like, oh my god, second chance. Come on, stuns Boo. That's all we need. And we stunned Barbie. Oh my god, I was like, yes. A free turn. I didn't even have to use a Whis next turn. I was just like, yes, dude. I was so happy. I mean, I was happy when we stunned Boo alone. So, when we stunned both of them, it was a blessing. It meant we can really do whatever we wanted. Now, I still went for the 12 key super with Krillin. Because there's still 2 enemies we still want to stun. Went for the 18 key super with Yamcha. Might have been a better decision to super attack with Yamcha 18 key and then Krillin, just because we can lower defense. But I don't think there was a big deal at the end. And then we had to stun, or try to stun, Boo, just in case we didn't. Because I think we can take out Babidi very, very soon. But yeah. We stun Boo again. Like I said, those stun luck, it's all about the stun luck. That's the strat. The strat is all about the stuns. If you've seen any of like the hard completions I've ever done, the stuns, like Pure Saiyans, it was all stuns. I think Goku's family was like all stuns. The stuns were the most important part of any run completion. Yeah, with Boo, you know, stunned, I was like, yeah, we're good. But do I use an item here? Was I too chicken? I don't think I ran the item. I was like, we're good. No way. A super attack and a few normal attacks deal enough damage. 35,000, we're good. Like, I was looking at my HP, it was like 400,000. No way. It was so close to take out Babidi. With Chi-Chi, this was the final hit to take out Babidi, which was great. And then we start lowering the attack of Boo. Now, Boo was not stunned at this point, but luckily we can have, and we can use a Whis. So, I still went for the 12 key because stunning is super important. And that Boo, even though Boo's HP is like 50%, that 50% is like 10 million damage. 10 million HP. But after the Whis, I was like, yeah, I think we got this. It was just, I just couldn't believe not stunning for the next turn, as we have 2 stunners in there. And then Yamcha. As long as we get Yamcha's 18 key super, we should be doing some pretty good damage. Jackie-chan with the Kamehameha. Jackie-chan's 2 dupe. And Chi-Chi's at 2 dupe as well, I think. Or maybe 3. But everybody else, 100%. Chi-Chi had the most amount of defense, surprisingly. But I guess that makes sense because, you know, Krillin has only been doing 12 keys. Now, I had to figure out a rotation where I didn't get too much key for Krillin because I still wanted to stun no matter what. I still really wanted to stun. The more stun chances, the better here. Especially when this is our last turn for Whis. So we just really need to stun here. Super attack, I was like, uh-oh. How much is it going to do? 100,000. With less than 50% HP. I mean, we really need to stun or we're kind of dead next turn. So who will stun? Will it be Krillin? Will it be Oob? Or will it be Chi-Chi? Let's find out. Bam. Krillin fails, even with 2 supers. Oob gets the stun. And I was like, yep, this is it. And then we go for the 18 key with Krillin because, I mean, why not? Go full power. Imagine he didn't die, Boo, here. Because he does die. I remember this part. I would have been so scared. I'd be like, uh-oh. I'd have been like, oh no, what do I do now? What happened to the attacks first? But yeah, 1.2 mil crit. And yeah, we did it. We got another Super Battle Road win. Let's go. And I was super ecstatic. And that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Just another free-to-play Extreme Super Battle Road down, which is super, super awesome in 18 minutes, no less. If you guys did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check out all my social medias down in the description. And as always, daily uploads here. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.